Jeffrey Epstein, and Bob Lazar, and then you have this like cloning of human, human life, and brutality is gonna just compound and compound and compound. More wars and fight for artificial intelligence with China, and this whole Jewish anti-Semitism versus Gaza rights thing. So I think people are starting to be like, well, this is crazy. Where are we headed with this? You
Yeah,
know?
I think you touched on a few interesting points, and I would say this. I talked to a really really smart academic maybe 2 years ago now. This guy was like, the government calls him effectively when they want to know what should be taught in universities. And I happened to be having lunch with him just because I was in the area and I got invited. So I was sort of like a plus one, right? And we're sitting at the table, we're having lunch, and he goes, I'm eating a burger. And my goal at these sort of lunches that I get invited to, sometimes just by accident, effectively, I'm just there as the driver sometimes. It's like, I'm just not going to say anything because these guys are way smarter, way more informed, way more, excellent and experts in a number of fields. And even 2 years ago, I felt this so much more, right? And this guy said, oh, I'm really, really fascinated by mythopoetic origin stories. Have you mythopoetic origin stories is a term I'd never heard. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I sort of piqued my interest and I said, oh well, what is a mythopoetic origin story? And he said, well, if you look around the world at every indigenous and ancient culture, they all have an origin story. They all have a god. They all have a creation story. And they all have some similar themes. There's a flood or a fire. There is some sort of conflict that leads them out of sort of captivity through Exodus into freedom, and I don't know why across the world and across time and history, they all seem to have these common themes and threads, right?